Damn, I have to... Reading attacks of this compared to pod is so different.
Ow!
My movement feels off key. I gotta get back in line. Although maybe this isn't the best attack to do that with. This isn't pod? Yeah, I know. I know it's not pod. I was actually playing a bunch of pod earlier off stream. Earlier this morning. Grab the LNB for this or for pod? One lane too early. Killing at 14 seconds, killing at 13 seconds is actually a notable distinction, even if they both should be very clearable. Like, boom, that at 12 seconds does kind of skip a whole, like, extra wave compared to... seconds. Ow! Thanks for good luck, Phantom. What, I just get good luck? I'm not supposed to have fun today? Is that how it is? Because I'm not playing pod? Is that how it's supposed to go? Your one day of fun. Hey, like I said, I was playing pod off stream earlier. Maybe I'll go back to that game sooner than 6 months. Maybe after this game, before I go to the next game, I'll do a, I'll try to get a Kana 1cc. Yeah, the one day of fun's over. Now I gotta go back to Momiji and Hydro Camouflage. Also, if the stream dies later, blame the weather. To be fair, playing pod helps jumpstart my impromptu reading. The improv. That game is 90% improv, especially when you don't know what you're doing. So, oh Hobbs. Ooh. Actually, I almost had that one. Okay, but at least I'm not fighting Reimu in this game, you know? At least there's no Reimu or Kotohime. Oh, look at her HP. And the best game's over. Unfortunately. Gonna draw RNG and Lost Branch. Yeah, I'll get one like slightly unfortunate draw in the first two battles, and I'll complain how I have the worst luck of all time. Well, the game gives me like 4 different rares. Love Kageyama. Crapping myself too much. Hey, this attack is just pod the attack. It's just pure chaos. Then like I'm playing pod all over again. Love some randomness. Correction, we love some chaos. Oops. Oops. Why are you both so slow? It's because she tries to make up for them in, the amount. Although, to be fair, I think the bullets also partly feel slow to me right now because, I'm not dealing with some of Pod's, like, the random pellets that go at, like, Mach 10. Or Mima's balls that also go at Mach 10. So I took all the speed. That one is that's also a true answer. A little messed up there. A little messy. I forgot to do a cutback. Impossible dodge. Good thing that Touhou 9 doesn't have anything that feels impossible to dodge. You come again. Listen, just pretend like you're up against Alice, Mystic Square, non-1. Stage 3 Alice, specifically. And if you die, you can just blame it on RNG. Because, like, oh, she gave me the impossible bullet. Oh, it's, you know. Remember, when in doubt, if you die, it's the game's fault. It's something else's fault. Oh, yeah, that was just designed badly. Oh, that was just RNG. You got lucky. Yeah, well, that's, to be fair, kind of how 19 goes. Is it's fine, and then you start to deal with the vines, and it's like, okay, this is a little awkward, and then you have to deal with the spears, and it's like, well, this is piss and balls. An Orin basically possible dodge. Yeah, I hated Orin. I did not understand how the fight worked, and I have not spent enough time to learn how it works. Yeah, well, they did nerf Chiari, right? I don't actually know the specifics, but I heard from what I believe people saying. She's free, as long as you ignore the parts where she's not free. I don't like this spinny dude. Because when you get out here, it's fine, but he forces that one really awkward dodge. Scope off. Twice as fast makes me like her more. What, you mean they made her better so you like her more? You only like the broken characters. Ellen run, yes. The fact that the Ellen run was like really good too. Despite how absolutely chaotic it was, like the Ellen run actually went like really well. Yeah, but you said you like her even more now. Which means you like her more because she's good. Which means you're just a tryhard, and you only like the good characters. Who picks you up? Nope. Pick the F tiers, yeah. Stick to F tiers, so then when you lose, you can be like, well, I'm just playing a bad character. You have the character advantage, dude. Like, honestly, the character matchup was so imbalanced. Smash Bros. Player, yep. Average fighting game player. Like, Smash, obviously. Major component to that, but like... My favorite comments of all times I saw someone say is like, and this was aimed at the Smash community, although this definitely applies to a lot of things. The amount of people who have been actually held back by their character is single-digit percentage. Like, most of y'all are just not good enough to win. And kiss her, it's over. Some of those, I'm sorry, I'll try to do less scary dodges that totally exist on this fight. No, what I more mean is it's the most disproportionately complained about thing in the market. People being held back by their character. Oh, this matchup is impossible. Like, you can have bad matchups, but, like... At some point, it's on you. At some point, you gotta realize the person playing you might be better than you. Okay, yeah, but we're talking about, like, literally, like, one of the worst characters in a video game ever. versus, like, literally one of the most textbook examples of, like, the most horribly imbalanced character you've ever seen, ever. But, like, no one makes that argument for that. Because no one plays Brawl Midnight against Ganon as the Ganon. It's like, oh, I'm held back by my main. Also, people's ranking of characters usually depends upon results. Okay? You know two characters, I know this is Smash, but you know two characters that are regarded as terrible for, or like, at least not great for a while? Not capable of winning tournaments? Pikachu and Yoshi. You know who ended up winning tournaments because someone eventually played well enough with them? Pikachu and Yoshi. You know, whatever your opinion on H-Box is, like, people thought Jigglypuff was mid for a while. He was bad? Well, he wasn't great. Like, a character doesn't have to be bad character to, be complained about being not good. Like, generally in Melee, for the most part, if you're not in that top class of characters, are you particularly good? Well, I know what Puff is in the category of now. I'm talking about, like, before Hungrybox put Puff on the market. Like, sure, there were Puff players, but, like... You know, before the most notable Jigglypuff player was, you know, taking great placements. Like, a large ranking of characters is mostly because of just results-based game. Which is fair, but, like, you know, you have to take that with a grain of salt, though. It's not going to tell you the whole story. Tier lists are done as easy content. That's why people make tier lists. Great, they're easy rage bait as well. So bad. Listen, I'll get used to Source. Eventually. I mean, I understand the enjoyment of tier lists, and I do enjoy them from time to time, but for the most part, I look upon tier lists with general disdain. Although, it also kind of partly does depend on what the tier list is for, too. You know, not everything is a character ranking tier list in some video game. For viability. In power scale? I put talks about power scaling at, like, the bottom of the bottom. Like, if you talk about it ironically with your friends, that's fine. If you do otherwise, what is wrong with you? Now, I am a hater. My existence is hating people and things. So, like, that's partly on me. But, like, because if I have to hear another argument of someone said, Goku would lose to this character, I'm gonna fucking throw people out a window. And then someone's like, no, but this is what I did. I did my one character ranking. I might do that again at some point. And, like, I'll talk about my opinion on the games. But unless it's strictly difficulty-wise, I never intend to actually do which games in a game tier list in terms of which ones my favorite are. Pod is my favorite. 19 is my least favorite, and I'll vaguely answer some other details. But I never want to do an actual full-on games tier list. Why do I keep doing this on Source right now? I gotta get used to it more. Well, None 3 has a lot of learning involved in how do I read where I want to go, because it's slightly varied, of course. But they're still, like, figuring out, like, what, like, there's still a lot of Kaneko where it's like, I understand, like, vaguely what I'm doing, but there's a lot of nuance I'm still picking up. Like, getting used to the timing of that, like, middle blue wave on this attack, if you know this attack well, you know the wave I'm referring to, is, like, the one nuance of this that I'm still getting a feel for. Like, it's mostly fine, but it will trip me up once in a while. Oh, speaking of tier lists, when's the 2025 Touhou popularity poll coming out again? Can't wait for that. That's usually like late summer, early fall, right? Like that shouldn't be that far off. Can't wait for Game Glitcher to come in here and start complaining about EOSD again. What, Touhou should be in Smash? Serial. Knows Touhou lore. That's because like Touhou like is generally very loose with it. It's like lore. Because I like Touhou plot, roughly speaking, and I mean, I just love Touhou things in general. Touhou lore and plot and stuff is great. I just refuse to ever engage with the fandom, like, much at all. Like, I'll engage with people here, and that's about it. Keep it popular things? Me too, kid. Touhou Lord scaling that actual history. I'd say something ironically to you, but Twitch probably wouldn't like that, so I won't. Powerful Letty or Parsi? What does Parsi do? Besides be jealous. Powers aren't really combative. Yeah, I feel like a lot of characters have fairly non-combative or limited combative powers. Fortunately, in the world of Danmaku, that doesn't mean a whole lot. Yamato! Dude, any Tauruses in chat? I'm pretty sure I'm a Gemini. Oh my gosh. Of course he does. Yeah, she like sits there and just like, he's jealous, right? I wasn't looking. Please shut up and make me. You cannot. You can't ban me. This is my own chat. I just have to, I'm, like, it's gonna be difficult because, like, of how stressful Taurus is. It's really difficult to, like, remember the kiss timing when I'm not actively, like, super thinking about it. Like, on runs, it might be tricky to get that off. Also, I mentioned earlier, but if my power goes out at any point and the stream goes down, assume it's my power went out, because, we got some, big thundery stormies. I always do that. Yeah, I just gotta get used to that more. The kiss timing. Yeah, but it probably won't happen. But we're supposed to have some pretty notable storms later. Or on and off over the next hour, over the next few hours, several hours actually. It's weird, I'm playing with the shift button again after playing Pod. Basically Cherno, but not a fairy. Yeah, but like Letty also like hibernates, right? As far as I know, Cherno doesn't hibernate. Final, the power goes out. I don't think that'd be that tragic. I'm not like if I lose an LNB today to the power going out, I really wouldn't care too much. Gum Shield disappeared to unknown whereabouts. Whereboot. Oops. Whoopsie. I'm not locked in right now. I can't do the spell. Sometimes I gotta force a few micros just to get myself, like, really locked in. Oh! If I can't make that micro there, what am I gonna do? Make it when it's faster? Same place he takes this fortunate place humans cannot reach. Yeah, the unknown void. Hitbox moment. Hey, a cat based on time. Let's go. Nope, don't quit. For the last 10 seconds, I can't shoot her for the last 10 seconds, so I don't make it for the last 10 seconds. Places non-magical humans can't reach. What, like the Shiny Needle Castle? Like the moon? Hina takes the misfortunes to the moon. Confirmed. Yokai Mountain would be hard. I'd be hard at the top of Yokai Mountain too. Come on, you set that one up so easily, Party Game Butcher. I mean, Mega Boo was fine. More of a Conoco fan, personally, my Snell. Hello, Potato. Let's do some engagement farming. Any Minariko fans in chat? Hee. I think for being a Stage 1 boss, Minariko gets a lot of love. Yeah, that's just because this game gets a lot of love. Minariko fans, excuse me? Don't bumper crop me. I think in terms of Stage 1 bosses that I see get a lot of love, she is top 3, maybe? Like, Rumi is Rumi, of course, but, like, maybe behind Wriggle. Maybe she's 4th to Nazarin? Like, she's certainly up there.
Game Glitcher, what are you gonna vote on in the 2025 popularity poll?
I think you hate everything? Good answer. I love Touhou, but I hate every part of it. Well, I probably don't ask the person with Kageyama in their name who they might vote for. It's a mystery, guys. Mocha, wow, Normie. Remember, it's important that you shame people who like characters that you don't like quite as much. It's okay, USD. Yeah, I like USD. Someone could cancel me. Scourge of the fan must be purged.
Game Butcher, this is a call to violence. I'm gonna have to report you to Twitch. I'm gonna have to report you for terrorism.
Oops. Power foaming, bailing me out.
Oh, yeah, that was a weird one. I should have just gone left more. I shouldn't have forced that weird gap.
Yes, yes, I know you want to. I know you joke, but you actually do want to commit genocide. I know, I know. Don't have to keep going on about it. And again, she's got a little bit of tricky stuff. Shion or June? I don't know. I used to be on the camp Shion, but recently I'm kind of down the middle. Like, Shion is obviously overall the more popular and more loved one for a handful of different reasons. But I used to lean Shion, but now I'm kind of like split down the middle, and I like both of them. I'm not sure which one I put higher than the other, or I like more than the other. I'm gonna avoid giving an answer. I'm gonna keep it ambiguous, so that someone doesn't come and be like, "I can't believe you hate this character." Remember which one I put below the other. Out of Sean or John. Hey. To be fair, what I can't wait for with the popularity poll is because I'm not going to, like, engage with it. And then someone's gonna come in here and be like, yo, you see the popularity poll? Da-da-da-da, make some comments on it. And then, they're gonna mention something about the rankings, and then Game Glitcher's gonna have his, have a whole spiel over USD again. He's gonna relapse again. I saw the line too late.
screenshot and put it on Twitter, and because you have no followers, no one will pay any attention, completely forget anything you say. I keep fucking this up right now. Keep being like, let's play passive on the cutback, and you're like, nope. The ranking stream based on their spell cards. No. Very tempting, but no. I gotta just get used to, like, figuring out what my timing is. Like, it's not that I, like, maybe should find a different timing necessarily. It's that I don't know a timing, really. I just kind of, like, do it. Because I haven't done it enough to, like, be comfortable knowing what I should do exactly. I'm just like, this is approximately what I should do. Listen, there are two kinds of people in this world. People who played Mountain of Faith, and people who like Momiji. Momiji's actually free, dude. Holy moly. It's literally free. I capped it once, guys. It means it's free. This is not how you do this section at all. That was so poorly done. I was not left enough so I didn't kill that guy in any respectable time frame. Give me my points! I want it! Never punished for it. I forgot my lineup for that. Good thing never punished. Hate the Ionons. I fucking hate the Ionons, especially when I walk straight into the bullet. Feels Wind God actually Aya's easiest attack? Question mark?
Nice. If Junko's big rings or Aya's little one. What's Junko's big rings? Are you talking about like her first and like second non? Maybe I pick Junko. I don't know. I think my opinion on that will vary depending on like how comfortable I get with Aya's nuns. If we're talking like TSS, then I'd much rather do TSS than Aya's nuns, but that's TSS, right? Although was it non 3? Is non 3 jump rope or is non 4? I think non 3 is jump rope. No, is it? Whichever non is the TSS, but not TSS, that's actually worse than TSS. Not that non, though. I'll do TSS any day, though. If I play well, I can get 2 extra lives. Not dying to Peerless Wind God does actually give me a 1 life buffer. Before I get my bonuses. Bananas cursed as hell. It is fairly cursed, but I definitely hate the TSS non more than jump rope. Nice. Oh, the last life's at 150, not 160. Oh, I thought it was at 160. So wait, what? You get life at 20, 40, 80, and 150? That makes no sense, Zune. Come on. If you're gonna square your numbers, like, come on, bro. And not even squared, but like, come on. Hi, Green Raimu. Awkward spreads for what I'm trying to do, girl. Yeah. Not Take Minakata.
This enemy at the bottom is clearly a friend. Is she a friend? She's shooting at me. This stage 5 really is just stage 4 lol K. Like, it feels like such a break compared to the previous stages. Don't do this to me, Big Fairy. Any Kaneko non-1 enjoyers? Especially with homing. Makes the attack even better. Everything's perfectly fine. Who up divining they crop? Ready for the smooch? Me when I catch the pre-evolved form of Jinx, but I forget the Okay, Source under pressure feels a lot different than Source in practice.
Justified hitbox moment. Another one. Oh, shit nuts. Okay, there's the double. Okay, bro's throwing. Ah, that was close to a perfect That was close to a perfect stage 4. But still an LNB is an LNB. How many misses is an LNB in this game? Oh my gosh, it's Aya and Notori! Oh my gosh, her tits are out! Eight max? Well, there's your 8 miss. Oh. Damn. Zune. You! Oh, that's me. Well, I'll believe you that it's an 8 miss then. Was that then 1 miss stage 2? 2 miss stage 6, 1 miss stage 5. Is it just 1 miss to stage 3? No, there's 2 miss to stage 3, 2 miss to stage 4 then? Pretty split across the board. Ito. Well, time to change the name of the title for the next who knows how long. That was a really nice Kaneko. Like, I choked a little on at the very, very end there, but otherwise, that was a fucking clean Kaneko. Ooh, nice. The problem is what comes next. Is my refresh rate at 60 or is that at 144? I'm at 60. Dude, and I did the LNB at only a 60 refresh rate compared to 144. Oh my gosh, that's honestly like worth like 10 misses right there. So I think I got a -2 miss run. Damn, that's pretty cracked. The problem is like what comes next. I should actually change my title to something different. I can use grind, it doesn't really matter, but how much it matter? In Touhou, I really don't notice it. Once in a blue moon, I would notice it with Oku's sons. Like, they'd look a little buggy at times. Otherwise, I never noticed the difference in Touhou. I only went to go look because Kageyama mentioned it. Okay, let's... The problem is, where do I begin? This is a good spot.
Although the first half of the fight isn't particularly that noteworthy. See, that grind for the LNB, that's the grind that everyone's like, oh yeah, that's fun. It's a fun grind. It's a fun get to. Now the boring. Now the miserable part begins. If Hina, oh, I will be throwing a lot of practice into Hina. Not as much as some of the other bosses, but those last 2 Hina spells need a lot more consistency. Unfortunately. Plenty of miscount lowering. Yeah, you know how I lower my miscount? By getting better at everything. Consistency. Like, I know I can have my miscount. Like, if I'm doing really well right now, I think a 6 to 4 miss is a very reasonable thing to get right now. Like, within a week, at the bare minimum. Like, I think it's a very reasonable pickup. But I know very well that that's not the problem. The problem isn't getting good enough at it. What? She just did not move to the right, by the way. Like, I can get good enough to get my average miscount down to 6 to 4 pretty soon, I feel. But when you talk about dropping it low, that's the tutorial moves vertically. I mean, to be fair, is that how like most bosses are? Although it is rare for there to like move vertically twice. It's not like it was, like, really that bad that she did that, but it was, like, it was weird. That's one of those nuance things where where if you're not ready for it in the middle of a run, it could trip you up. If you're not used to some of those, like, really out there movements. It was like, how long did it take me to get a 1 miss in Subterranean? It was less than 100 hours, I think. How long did it take me to get that 1 to 0? A lot more than 100 hours. There's definitely, as clean as the strat generally is here, there is definitely a lot of nuance with her positioning. Do the last 2 spells to see if there's the attacks that are actually, like, tricky. More so cephalic than this, but I definitely need more practice into this. That's the one thing you don't do. Never punished. think I need to be looking a little bit more ahead on this attack. Like, I can be pretty present-minded, and, like, the attack doesn't punish you that often for it, but... That was one of those where I kind of got myself in a bad way. Although I don't know if there was an obvious way out. I do like this attack, though. It's enjoyable. It's not that frustrating. It's just like, you know, my cap rate doesn't really matter. What matters on it is my wave. That was a bad, poorly done wave. That was just a poorly done dodge. It's what your wave rate is, right? Because, like, theoretically, I'm killing this in 2 waves, maybe like 2.5, depending on exactly how my damage output is. So it's just getting good at, like, what's my rate at waves, right? Because if I can have a 90% wave rate, then my cap rate's probably 80-something% right there. If I can get like a 95% wave rate, so we're looking at like a 90% cap rate, something like that. I think like 91 in that position. Kiss her Kappa. I don't think there's a spot for me to kiss her, though. Like, Alan may know of a different spot in the game, but as far as I know, the only boss I can kiss is Kaneko. Benihina mid-boss. During the part where she summons all the enemies? I guess she is probably kissable there. In theory, probably not in practice. When I'm looking ahead enough, I can hit most lines. It's just going to be some of like the more awkward layouts like that one, just recognizing what I need to do. Waves are pleasant. Oh, that's really pleasant. What is Tori thinking during the timeout? Is she like, why is she not shooting me? She was literally just shooting me last attack. Why did she stop shooting me? Oop. Didn't think it at all with her eyes. Okay, let's not spend too much time on the same attack. There's a good idea for that, we just gotta... This is why I will not timeout practice. I don't think that counts as a cap. No, not my cap rate! What am I gonna do without it? All of my self-validation is from my cap rate. Start doing the 1,000 set that like Blue Bus did on the dancers. I'm sorry, not Blue Bus. They said what? I don't know. Something. Momiji! Do the 1K set of Cephalic. Spin the erotic plate. Non-4. Yeah, Conquer non-4 would definitely be a doable. Listen, I never said we have to get 1,000 out of 1,000. I'm just saying you gotta drop 1,000, an 1,000 set. Do the attack 1,000 times in a row. I'm not saying your track record has to be perfect. Like, there are obviously attacks you could, you know, you could route out to do a, you know, 1,000 perfect, probably, but, like... Those attacks aren't interesting to do in 1,000 set of IMO, you know? You gotta do, it's like, you gotta do the 1,000 set of Catwalk. Get good at Catwalk. 1,000 in a row. Good way to lose your mind, probably. Prove it's free? Yeah, I'll prove Momiji is free. Although, here's a question. If the goal of a 1,000 set is to prove that you won't lose to the attack, who's gonna doubt you after the first 500? Who's be like, I don't know, might die after only the first 500. Probably you and Cinnamon, now that I think about it. Yeah, I just did this attack 500 of 500. Ah, but can you do it 501? Oh, just saying. You died 717 because of the mosquito front screen. What's Hirokawa? What deck is that one? See, skill lift. You should have been prepared with mosquito. Oop. Yuko third to last. Spell or non? Are you talking about the non, or are you talking about the third to... No, third to last spell is the butterfly attack. So you're talking about that non spell? Damn, butterfly lines? Okay. One where, like, the weird, like, misty lines, like, follow you, and then they explode in a circle, and then they follow you again, and then they explode in a circle, and then they keep following you. The butterfly illusion? Yeah, I thought that was the third to last spell, right? Isn't repository of whatever that attack the second last spell? Oh, I forget RB counts in this category too. Honestly, I sometimes forget RB, like, is what it is. Yeah, I can see how that's a fairly straightforward 1,000 set because of how consistent it is. Listen, when I think of Yuko Final, I think Sumizome. I think of RB generally as, like, extra. Like, I usually, like, in my mind, it's very much, like, Imperishable Night Last Word, like, level of... like, a classification that I... like, generally, like, what my brain envisions. Like, not saying it's the same difficulty-wise, but, like, RB is, like... RB is, like, Rising World to me. Yeah, let's get up to 50, shall we? And then I'll go to something else. The power of homing. Okay, nice 50. What am I doing? My 100 set of camouflage. This stage sucks. Is nice here? Yeah, it's literally the best attack. It's literally, like, the best shot type in the game. Like, I thought we've discussed this already. Ooh. Gives you a better cephalic, gives you a better source. Like, what else is there to ask for? Oh, you know I gotta do I gotta do the middle. Peerless, what, the one Peerless mid god in the middle for the day? Okay, now we can go back to normal. Oop. Oop! Throwing for content. That's arguably the hardest or second hardest attack in the game. Must be throwing. Hey, since I have a worse technical cap rate on Hydro Camouflage than this attack, can I like say comfortably that this attack is literally free? You grind the middle like 1k tries. Okay, so from the amount of 1ks I'm hearing from you, I'm starting to determine that you are mentally insane. I think that's how it works. Right? Like, I have a better cap rate on... Oh, okay, not when I do that. On this than I do Hydro Camouflage. Honestly, I think maybe even Hina Final. Now, some of that because of the time, because I time them out, absolutely. But it does mean that those attacks are clearly harder than this one. And if that's the case, then that means it's just free. So if it's not the hardest attack in the game, then it's obviously just free. Sick-ass Catboy. Damn, I'm feeling myself. Playing well on this attack feels real nice. Like, there's sometimes like that one where there's just like nothing that's really threatening. But sometimes you get those cats where you're like, ooh, that's sick. At that line. Hey, when I get this up to 99 out of 99, that means I've never died to this attack. That's how that works. When I get it to full, that means I'm literally perfect on the attack and it's free. Let's go up to 90 right now. Like, there's a line where, like, I will die to randomness because I'm not quite good enough, so, like, there's a part where I still need, like, a bit of luck to go my way, but... Like, at least this attack feels like it has a very high skill floor. So it feels like it's not an attack that, like, I'm just gonna reset run after run after run after run to. Without it feeling like a lot of... Without it feeling bad. I don't know, I can't think of the right wording. What I'm saying is this isn't Momiji. Or basically is, I don't think it has, I don't think this is gonna be a wall like some attacks in some games are. Like, this feels better than Cat's Walk. Which I don't know how much that's saying, but... Oh, I should have gone right around that one. It still seems... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I guess that's probably more getting the point I had to get across. Although this deck definitely does have a very high skill floor / ceiling. Oop. Crap myself. That's a certified hitbox moment. Here's... Now, take this with a grain of salt, because I am better at Touhou than I was when I started Subterranean. But, like, my Cat's Walk... My rate with this attack is already better than what took me forever on Cat's Walk to get. Too much. Very personal. No, it's completely objective. There is zero subjectivity to it, and we need to shame people who disagree. This is how it works. Bad line. Ultimately, I mean, there's just a lot of differences with how the attack plays out. With how the attacks play out, that's really difficult to compare the two well. And, like, both of them have a large element of, like, randomness to it, but, like, how they play out randomly definitely feels very different, in my opinion. So, like, they don't even compare well to that. Oop. I did say I was going to go to 90, and then I realized I'm at 91. I'll get one more cap and then move to something else. One thing I've learned is as much as I need to practice individual sections, don't do it for that long in a row, or else you'll go insane. What I'm trying to say is don't do an 100 set. Should you have on Cat's Walk by the end of that grind? Are you asking about my late term rates on it? I don't really know what my like recent rate is for Cat's Walk because like when learning Cat's Walk, I did a lot of 100 or 50 sets of Cat's Walk. But like for the last 2 months of playing, I barely did any like major sets. Like I do some like get 10 caps and then move on. But so I don't really know what my like more recent rates are. Maybe outside of Peerless Wind God, it's not like the rest of this is that pretty either. Let's do some Moses. This attack has a lot of nuance that I'm gonna have to learn if I want to get. Like, I don't believe getting a 50-60% cap rate in this spell is going to be too bad. In fact, if you actually look at my rate, it's actually almost 50% already. But I feel like this is an attack that can get up to, like, much closer to 80% than something like a Peerless Wind God. But it feels like it has enough nuance that, like, pushing it over, like, the 60-70% hump might be a little tricky. Pushing it, like, really high. It's like, what do I do in that situation, right? Like, figure out the nuances to, like, some of that weird, ugly shit is... It's definitely doable, but there's a lot of, like... There's a lot of that weirdness this attack can pull off, I feel. And getting good at, like, being comfortable with it. Do sets. I mean, I don't blame you. A lot of my practice, especially later in SA, was just, I do an attack a bit. It's kind of a little awkward. I'd usually do be like, I'm just gonna get, like, 10 caps. Sometimes I'd, like, practice something longer. But I kind of, like, outside of, like, Cat's Walk for a while, I kind of stopped doing, like, 50 sets and stuff. I generally learn towards, practice something a lot, potentially. But if you, once you feel yourself starting to get frustrated... You just leave. Although that's sometimes you really can't, because like you're frustrated, so you want to go practice this attack, and that's the awkward situation where it's like. I think I can definitely look to make some bigger swings on this attack. But her verticality also kind of, like, not only is her spread, like, really volatile, but her verticality makes this kind of an added layer of volatility. I think this is one of those attacks, though, where you just kind of, like, do it enough, where you see a lot of, like, the possibilities, and then you'll just kind of, like, figure out what to do with some of the more awkward possibilities. Some attacks, like Peerless Wind God and Cat's Walk, don't really let you do that, but I think this attack definitely does. I do also really like this theme. projectiles are on the side. I do not know what those projectiles are. I'd be surprised they're like lasers or something, just like without like honestly, they looks like it's probably just like a bunch of lasers stacked next to each other. But that is only my guess. Oh, that was really bad. Should play passive. I'm sure someone's looked into like what they are for sure, but interesting. Whenever she does a big horizontal dash, you can kind of like do a quick move early to a side, kind of cheese the system a little. Oops. With those awkward nuances. Holy moly. Holy moly. That's what it's... Okay, 50% cap rate historically now. 46 out of 92. Let's move to something else. I mean, the rest of this fight, I'm... Like, the rest of this stage, I'm, like, not, like, that... Like, concerned about. It's like these two stages and a little bit of Hina that like are honestly what I'm really concerned about. But like I also don't want to practice those things. I don't want to do this attack. Oop. You know what? Let's do a run. It's late for me to do a run, but let's do one. If I like throw it a bumper crop, maybe I'll call it, but it's been about 2 hours. I learned the stage one more. I'm trying to get the route down. Oh, more down pat. See, this is what happens when you don't get down pat. So here's the good news about this LNN grind I feel so far. The good news is this is probably the easiest stage 5 though so far of the games I've played. I think by a notable margin too. And like we'll see exactly how like divine virtues of Wind God, excuse me, feels like long term. But like Kaneko does not feel too bad. Like she feels a little bad. Faux show. Like non-1 is cringe. Divining Crop is a little weird, but not. It's a little awkward than it is like bad. Non-3 is like slightly off, but I think long term it's probably pretty fine. Horus is Aros, my favorite Pokemon. It's not my favorite Pokemon. Taurus is definitely cringe. Like long term, it's gonna be an attack that is very worrisome. Like that non-4 seems fine. Source long term, I think will be fine. Is that the Moses jump scares? Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's impossible to throw to anything else. Like the mid spell and summon Take Minakata are definitely like tight, and so like especially if you're under pressure, like it'd be very easy to whoopsie-woo a line. But like that's like a small deal. I don't think that's a real big game breaker. It's not something I'm really worried about. Like it'll probably happen once or twice, but Hina will likely kill me a lot more than Sinai does as a whole. For multiple reasons, but... like, the late game had problems, but I don't think it's, like, that bad. Like, I think the moment you're past stage 4, it's like... There's like, a bit to pay attention to, like, Taurus. Not to Taurus, to, like, Moses, and then, like, Kaneko non-1, Taurus, and, like... Devauk. Devaug is how it would be pronounced. Are, like, noteworthy, but, like, it's that mid-game. Like, Hina through Aya. Like, maybe not even necessarily the first half of Hina, although pay attention. But I don't think it's that bad as a whole. Like, I've had my stage 4 puzzles. I don't think it'd be anything super new. I've had my stage 3 issues with Alice before, so I don't think that's anything new. But I think a big question on the LNN grind is, like, I don't think it's going to be that bad of a grind. Maybe I shouldn't say that while I'm doing this attack specifically. But I feel like there'll be a lot of progress made. I mean, there's always progress made quickly, but I feel like it's not going to be that. I think a lot of it's going to come down to what's my stage 4 rate? Can I get my stage 4 up to 20% even? And what is Wind God? What is Divine Virtues of Wind God look like long term? Like, still, to this day, I have lost only 3 runs on pace to a final boss before. And all of that was to UNR. I've never lost to a final. And Wind God is definitely, Divine Virtues, is definitely something that threatens that. 100% stage 4. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, if I can get to, like, that number, I think this game will be mostly fine. It's just like, can I get to that number? Across everything. And the answer is, I don't know. Also, this attack is, like, annoying. Yep, it's really annoying. We'll see, but I'm optimistic about this game long term. Though there are my worries. Here's what I think is the more interesting question. How many times am I gonna die to a bumper crop? Yeah, that's why I'd say long term. That's why I'd say a lot of it's gonna come down to, like, how does it seem long term? Like, I can make some ideas for right now. That's why I'm like, I'm optimistic, but, you know, it's cautiously optimistic. Drifted right into her. Probably the hardest boss in the entire game confirmed. Yeah, well, that's of course another thing. Pressure. Pressure's a big one. Okay, that's just... Like, why... How many times do I have to die to that before I always go to the right? Casual 5-miss stage 3. I think Damak is the worst kind of idea Zuna's ever had. It's up there. It's definitely up there. Personally, I still think Fog was the worst idea that Zuna's ever had, but I understand the spinny bullet problem. It's also kind of up for debate because like curvy lasers also exist. Okay, actually, now that you mention it, every like special bullet type that Mamizo uses, that was the worst idea Zune ever had. Oop. Okay, it's calling. Center sprite. Well, okay, if you want to go off of sprites, then the worst idea he's ever had was USD knife hitbox. I think if you want to go by the worst ideas we've ever had, I think that's definitely something that should remain in contention if you're looking at that.